Well, that is going to be our verse of the day. If you know,
Go ahead.
this is what I'll say about this verse. And Akuma, like I said, I think that's kind of his best mic performance end to end. And Rosa Parks is one of those songs, and maybe because it's a single on such a strong album, I normally skip the song, right? Not no offense to the song, it's just the fact it's a single, and I hear it so much on radio, at least heard it back then so much. But that verse is special in the sense where he took the concept of Rosa Parks, the woman, you know, having to move to the back of the bus, and he was able to contextualize this as, you know, getting advice from an older woman on public transportation, telling you, like, look, it's time for you guys to step up. This could be your last time. I always thought this verse had something to do with him being a fan of Tribe and Tribe kind of falling off at that time, or at least seeing as a fan, this is the end of the road of one of your favorite groups. Yeah, and he's thinking like, I don't want to go down this path. So I met a gypsy and she hit me to some life game to stimulate and activate the left and right brain. Say, baby boy, you only funky as your last cut. You focus on the past, your ass to be a has what. That's one to live by, either that's one to die to. I try to just throw it at you. Determine your own adventure, Andrè. Got to a station as my destination. She got off the bus, the conversation. Lingered in my ear for hours, took a shower, kind of sour, because my favorite group ain't coming with it, but I'm with you because you're probably going through it anyway. But anyhow, when in doubt, went out and bought it because I thought it would be jamming, but examine off the flosky, waltzly, awfully, sad and it's costly. But that's all she wrote, and I hope I never have to float in that boat.
Up Shit's Creek,
it's weak. It's the last quote that I want to hear when it's going down. When all said and done, and we got a new Joe in town. When the record player get to skipping and slowing down, all y'all can say is them niggas earn that crown, but until then. And really, that was the moment for them.
Prophecy.
That was the moment for them because all of the things that he had just said were starting to happen after this album.
Came to fruition for him. I told you, our MCs have spoken their life and demise into power like plenty of times. It's not just Andrè.
I think that he saw it coming. He knew that. I don't know, and I would love to know, maybe Gip can tell us this when we talk to him. I would love to know when that song was recorded in the album making process. If it was one of the last songs recorded, I could see him feeling like, hey man, it's the best we're gonna get. You know? And feeling that way and feeling that, you know what, this might be our end too. Although I do feel like that verse is more directed towards, you know, his favorite group at the time, I believe, Tribe Called Quest, because they released the Love Movement the same day that Kumina came out.
So he's probably hearing records.
Probably hearing some of those records.
He's probably, like, you know, we've learned from our conversation with artists and producers that we talk to. It's like, oh no, everybody be hearing each other's records. Yeah.
And so he's probably hearing what they're working on as opposed to what Cass is working on. And imagine feeling like, damn, I'm blowing my my heroes out of the water right now.
I'm competitive, so for me, that's the type of thing that makes me smile. It's like, yeah, got this.
Y'all had y'all time. It's kind of like, and I'll say this and we can go. It's kind of like when Michael Jordan was on the Dream Team and told, you know, Bird and Magic, you know, new sheriff in town, bro.
It's a wrap, fellas.
Yeah.
Wrap that up. Not giving that back. Not giving that back.
Respectfully, you had your time. Now it's my time.
Yeah, I'm not letting you get.
And so that's probably where that verse was coming from.
Niggas not getting no more rings.
All right, man. I know we probably got some stuff that we left on the table today because we had to have this hip hop conversation
about a flute album,
and we'll probably talk about this flute album on Monday. It's probably going to be epic. It's probably going to be an all-time classic, but we shouldn't.
What's it called? In the Blue Sun.
Let's see.
This is called In the Blue Sun, isn't it?
It's something like that. Somebody in the chat. I mean, it was so many titles going around. It's hard to remember, but it's something like that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, as an ATL and Andrè fan, Outkast fan, I hope it's great. But it doesn't change anything.
I listen to all types of music, so I'm definitely going to listen to it, but I'm not going to like walk around like being like, oh man, this is what he was supposed to be doing the last 25 years. It's like, no, you're not getting that out of me.
Yeah. Michael Williams says, which album do you prefer out of 444 and Mr. Morale? I know you're not the biggest fan of either. I'm going Mr. Morale. There's not too much I like about 444 at all, and I say that respectfully. I love Jay. I got Jay over Kendrick, of course, but at least some things I like on Mr. Morale.
I refuse to pick those albums.
I'll listen to Silent Hill over any song on 444.
They're so both of those songs are so both of those albums are so poorly made that it's like I guess I'm with you. No, I can't do it. I'm taking 444. Can't do it.
Mr. Morale has better writing.
It's just too long. It's too
Mr.
whack.
Morale also has
too whack, Mike. The whack juice is just.
I like N95. I like Silent Hill. You didn't like the Big Steppers? That song we was talking about being on tour and shit.
I don't even remember the songs, Mike. I ain't even gonna front. I just remember just the consecutive. I remember
Kendrick. We need another album.
I remember putting the second part on, and I was just like, okay, this has got to be better than the first part. Maybe all the whack stuff is on the first part, and then the second part started, and I was just like, oh no, it's just all bad.
My Eyes Sober. And Can't Please Everybody.
Yeah, 444.
Really?
Yeah, give me Story of OJ.
Story.
Give me Family Feud. Family Feud's actually
Family
better.
Feud is hard.
Family Feud's better than everything on Mr. Morale.
I'd rather listen to Silent Hill, but if somebody said Family Feud's better than Silent Hill, I wouldn't be mad.
I'd rather listen to Andrè rap than either of those. But
well, we're gonna listen to some flute.
We're gonna deal with what we were given.
All right, man. Well, great show. Appreciate y'all joining us. Hit like and subscribe.
Ooh, Dre's verse on Everlasting from the Nothing to Lose soundtrack.
Listen to the Isley Brothers and others outside my door want to despise me. Reminds me that everyone ain't cool. The world is jealous. Mm-hmm. Great verse. XXL actually just did they did Dre's best verse by the year or whatever, and 97 was Everlasting.
Fair.
Yeah, but I mean, they were running out of steam after a while. I think they even skipped some years. So.
Well, they had to. They had to.
They didn't have a verse for 09.
They should have just picked like best 20 Andrè verses. I might do a 20 best Andrè verses just to kind of like show the appropriate love and remind people that it's like no. When he rapped.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
At the highest level.
All right, man. Appreciate you guys, and we're gonna holler at y'all Monday and check for that Flute album. Flute, man.